No excuse for not going for a walk today. First sunny day, no wind, no nothing. And instead of being at home, I've decided I'm going to the old dam, the old Gorge Dam, because I knew that this mountain is going to be wet, and it's going to be wet for a long time. I'm not going to say much because I'm not going to say much at the first inlay because it's all railway line. I could go on the railway line, which I've opted for, or through the forest. Forest may be spectacular, but very muddy. However, the second half is beautiful, all flat, no railway line. The second 3 kilometers to the dam, that's what I'm really looking forward to. And I may have to take my shoes off at a particular river, little waterfall. So we'll see when we get there. That's going to be a nice, interesting part. Water flowing, and I want to see how much water is in that dam. It's got so many nicknames by now. It's the leaking dam, the old Gorge Dam. Some locals call it the Spookdam. Directly translated, that stands for the ghost dam. So let's go and have a look at it and see how much water is in it, even if it leaks so much. I have a suspicion it will still be full. Keep forgetting that we do have this road here. There's a piece of trail that goes through here, which I suspect is actually now used by cyclists. For a moment, from the railway line, I was convinced it's one of these hobos that lives up here, and because I don't recognize that little pathway that's obviously been used fairly recently. So anyway, I've just decided to stick to this road here. It's been years since I've walked this piece. It basically goes parallel with the railway line, and the only difference is that there's more ups and downs compared to the railway line, which has a steady up that you hardly even notice. Clearly this is regularly used by cyclists. I'm looking forward to that dam. But all the little rivers, these little clips I take of the streams, the reason I'm doing it is because why am I I'm unfit. The reason I'm taking those little clips is because most of them never really run, and it just shows you how soaked the mountain is, and we're bound to have more, which I love to see. There's no doubt that the main dam, the Garden Route Dam, is running over. I think it's actually running over for a longer period than the previous time it ran over, when we had a flash flood, which caused some damage, that flash flood. But this has been steady rain, day or two off, more steady rain, steady rain, steady rain, and it's been running over for days now. I don't know, maybe even a week, 2 weeks now. Catch you a bit later. Not too many trees. I'm pleasantly surprised that we don't have more wattle trees that have fallen down as obstacles. Very surprised. This road does have a few more ups and downs and so on as the railway line, but perfectly doable. How about a bit of a recording of a little bit of fast forward going through this green terrain here. Let's see, let's do something different. Now we're at the second half, which is my favorite part by far. Two reasons: the mountains have opened up. You see the mountains now, and everything from here on to the dam is indigenous. Barely any wattle trees to speak of, but boy oh boy, just starting this section. Maybe I should have come with gumboots. I can see it's going to be muddy. This is not a gravel road. Oh, isn't that beautiful? All kinds of fynbos. May not see the purpleness of that. You've got these. Full of colors here. Purple. Purple is power today. Lots of purple. Has changed a bit since the last time. Things sure have grown. There are wattle trees here. I see there are a couple of wattle trees. But I was speaking to a guy from in charge of a group at Working on Fire, and they said that they're going to be coming in here again at some stage to come and cut down the wattle trees and pine trees and treat the stems, because all this is main catchment area. And boy, look at that. That's worth a photo. Catch you a bit later. I love the way this road winds left and right the whole time. One of the best things is that it's level all the way. It obviously was a road You're not going to see it, but boy, there's a hawk. It's going there now. Let's see if he gets close enough. Nah, damn. It's going further away. Best of all is, like I was saying, it's level all the way from here. Well, from the start, from the railway line, all the way to the dam. And it's become... There were days in the past when nobody ever walked here when I discovered it. Ever. Nobody knew about it. And this path became hopelessly overgrown at the stage where it was a complete mission to walk it. In fact, I almost abandoned the idea when I noticed how bushy it was at that time. And I thought, nah, I want to get to that dam. And it was just like totally overgrown. And I was surprised because one's got to get to the dam. But on the other hand, there's a road. There's a road further up that way, which is what is used further at the top there. But it's got lots of ups and downs. And that is what is used to take the people there when the sluices need to be opened. The only thing is that road doesn't go all the way to the dam. It comes to a dead stop, and then people have to get out and walk down all the way to the dam to get to open those sluices. Of course, it's the only dam between the three. Look, there's two old dams, and then there's the main Garden Dam with its main run over. This is the only one that has sluices that need to be opened. There's no spillover on this one, but the colors are phenomenal at this time of the year. Even like this grassy kind of stuff, like this. Let's see, is it on camera? Beautiful. It's like this shining gold blinking color. Stunning. Here we get, of course, to this rocky section, which makes for another spectacle. As you pass here, you get to some nice little rocks. So it's not all just left, right, left, right. Things do change a bit, and it's not going to be long and one's going to get to that waterfall where we will have to see what it looks like. I hear water from here already. You're not going to see it. You may or may not see a little blinking spot right at the bottom there, and that's the Swart Rivier, directly translated the Black River. Water, 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 water. Muddy water. Getting very close. This cord inside the camera is giving me problems, so it just stops recording at some places, which can be very annoying. And it may do it here again. So if I stop talking in the middle of a sentence, then you know what the reason is. I think I can make it across here without taking my shoes off. However, these shoes are the most slippery shoes you can imagine. Mission almost impossible. Don't slip. There's no reception here, and you can easily hurt your ankle. It's gonna have to be short intervals. I've reached the dam and I've heard baboons. That's new. Never heard baboons at the dam. Probably my last recording. Please subscribe and leave comments. I've got errors on the card here. Glad you joined, and please join the channel. Dam's looking good.